All right, let's talk about Google's big play in the enterprise AI space, Vertex AI. So, what is it? Well, think of it as the one-stop shop where companies can train, deploy, and build out their AI applications, all running on Google's massive infrastructure.
Okay, to really get why something like Vertex AI even exists, we have to talk about the huge headache it's designed to solve. It's this big, messy puzzle of AI infrastructure that companies wrestle with when they try to build AI for real. Now, if you're a developer or an ML engineer, you're probably nodding your head right now, right? Because you know that taking an AI model from a cool little demo on your laptop to something that works reliably for a whole company, man, that is a huge leap.
So, what did this look like in the old days? Which, was pretty much just yesterday. It was a total Frankenstein's monster situation. You'd have your data over here in BigQuery, right? But then you'd have to pull it into a totally separate platform just for training. Then you got to figure out, okay, where do I store this thing? Then you've got to build the deployment pipeline yourself from scratch. And monitoring? Oh yeah, that's another tool you have to stitch in. It's just a mess. Super clunky and really inefficient.
So, Google's solution to this mess? It's basically saying, hey, stop running around to 10 different stores. Instead, they want to give you a single, professional workspace. You can think of it like going from a chaotic, messy home kitchen to a full-blown, top-of-the-line professional chef's kitchen.
And this analogy is just perfect, isn't it? On one side, you've got the before picture. You're running all over town, trying to find your ingredients, your pots and pans, your cookbooks. It's exhausting. And on the other side, the after picture, a professional kitchen. Everything you need, your data, your compute power, the models, the deployment tools, it's all right there, perfectly organized and ready to go.
And that, my friends, is Vertex AI in a nutshell. It's that one single integrated platform that takes that whole fragmented process and just pulls it all together. We're talking the entire AI lifecycle, from cleaning up your data at the very beginning all the way to watching over your model when it's live in production. Okay, so let's pop the hood, or I guess let's step inside this professional kitchen and see what's actually in there. What makes it all tick? Well, the first big thing you need to know is that this whole thing is a managed platform. So what does that actually mean for you? It means you can forget about all the boring, painful stuff. You don't have to worry about servers or what happens when you get a huge traffic spike or if things are going to crash. Google takes care of all that plumbing behind the scenes, which lets your team do what they do best, focus on the actual data and the models. And check this out. This lays out the whole journey, start to finish. You can kick things off in what they call the model garden. It's exactly what it sounds like, a place to grab top-tier models like Gemini, Llama, you name it. Then you take it to the training step, where you can either let AutoML do the heavy lifting or get your hands dirty with custom code. Once it's ready, you deploy it as an API that can scale up or down automatically. And the final piece, all the MLOps tools, that's machine learning operations by the way, to automate, monitor, and just generally keep your whole workflow in check. So who is this really for? Let's be clear, Vertex AI is tailor-made for folks who are already living in the Google Cloud world. We're talking enterprise ML teams, data engineers who are basically best friends with BigQuery, companies using Google Workspace, or even startups who've got a pocket full of Google Cloud credits. It's designed to just snap right into place with everything else you're already using. But look, just because you have a fancy race car doesn't mean you should use it to go grocery shopping, right? It's a powerful tool, but it's not for everything. So let's get real for a second and talk about when you should absolutely use this, and just as importantly, when you probably shouldn't. Okay, so you should be reaching for Vertex AI if these boxes are ticked. You're already deep in the Google Cloud ecosystem. You need to train your own custom models, and you need to do it at a serious scale. You want that tight, seamless connection to your data in BigQuery, and you want one single place to manage that whole end-to-end workflow. Basically, if you're all in on Google Cloud, this is your mothership for AI. On the flip side, when should you steer clear? Well, if your whole world is built on AWS or Azure, trying to shoehorn this in is just going to be painful. And hey, if all you're doing is making some simple, direct API calls to a model like Gemini, just use the Gemini API. It's way easier. Vertex is total overkill if you're not planning on building or training your own custom models. It's like using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. All right. So how does Vertex AI actually stack up against the other big dogs in the yard? Let's put it head-to-head with the competition. This chart really tells the story. See, over on the right, you've got your direct APIs. Super easy to use, but you can't do any custom training. For that, you need one of the big platforms like Vertex AI or Azure ML. But what's the secret sauce for Vertex? It's that native, born and bred integration with Google Cloud. If you're already on GCP, that connection is absolutely seamless, and that's a huge advantage.
So where is all this headed? Well, the trend here is pretty clear. As AI weaves itself deeper and deeper into the fabric of every business, these kinds of unified, all-in-one platforms, well, they're probably going to become the new standard.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. What do you absolutely need to remember? First, it's a unified platform. Vertex AI pulls training, deployment, and model access all under one roof. No more juggling different services. Second, it has a clear enterprise focus. This is built for serious teams on Google Cloud who need to wrangle the entire AI lifecycle. And third, it's your gateway to the best models out there, like Gemini, but wrapped with all the security and tools a big company needs.
And that really brings us to the big question, doesn't it? As AI becomes less of a side project and more of the core engine for business, are these all-in-one kitchens going to be the only way to cook? Or will there always be room for chefs who want to pick and choose their own specialized tools? That's the billion-dollar question.